Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to explain a test of simultaneity. We know that when there is no simultaneity, then we can simply use the method of OLS and which produce the estimators that are consistent as well as efficient. On the other hand, if there is simultaneity, we cannot use OLS method, right? Why? Because that does not produce consistent and efficient parameters. So what to do when we have simultaneity? So there are some other methods that we can use when there is the presence of simultaneity. But if those alternative methods we use in those equations when there is no simultaneity, then these methods yield estimates that are consistent but not efficient. So what does it suggest? It suggests that we should check for the simultaneity problem before we discard OLS in favor of the alternatives. We know the simultaneity problem occurs because some of the regressors are endogenous and are therefore likely to be correlated with the disturbance term. Therefore, a test of simultaneity is a test of whether an endogenous regressor is correlated with the error term. If it is correlated, then the problem of simultaneity exists, and if it is not, then we can simply apply the OLS method of estimation. Now, to find out which is the case in our situation, we can use Hausman Specification error test. This test is used for testing the simultaneity problem. Now consider this two equation model where there is demand function and supply function as equation 1 and equation 2, and P, Q, I, R, mu's are the price, quantity, income, wealth, error terms respectively. Now consider the supply function. If there is no simultaneity problem, then PT and mu2t in the supply function should be uncorrelated. But if there is a simultaneity problem, then they will be correlated. Now, to find out which is the case, firstly we obtain the following reduced form equations. Equation 3 and 4 are the reduced form equations which we have obtained from equation 1 and 2, which were the structural equations. If you want to know how to derive reduced form equations from structural equations, you can check my video on this topic. Coming back here, equation 3 and 4, as I have told you, are the reduced form equation where V and W are the reduced form error terms. Now, by estimating equation 3 by using OLS method, we obtain equation 5 of PT cap as pi naught cap plus pi 1 cap IT plus pi 2 cap RT. Therefore, PT is equal to PT cap plus VT cap as equation 6, where PT cap are estimated PT and VT cap are the estimated residuals. Further, substituting equation 6 into equation 2, we get the supply function Qt as B naught, beta naught plus beta 1 PT cap plus beta 1 VT cap plus mu 2t. Under the null hypothesis that there is no simultaneity, the correlation between VT cap and mu 2t should be 0. Thus, if we run the regression and find that the coefficient of Vt is statistically 0, we can conclude that there is no simultaneity problem. In a nutshell, the Hausman test involves the following steps. Step 1. Regress PT on IT and RT to obtain VT cap. Step 2. Regress QT on PT cap and VT cap and perform a t-test on the coefficient of VT cap. If it is significant, do not reject the hypothesis of simultaneity, otherwise reject it. Thank you so much for watching this video.